Welcome, adventurers, to this Tuesday's recording of Dungeons and Dragons Tuesday Trivia with Tavern Tales. I'm Troy of Tavern Tales, your dungeon master of knowledge, guiding you through a gauntlet of questions that'll test your lore, luck, and legendary memory. We're live every Tuesday on the official Dungeons and Dragons online channel. That's twitch.tv/DDOstream, where heroes like you will battle with you, not with your swords, but with your smarts. So grab your dice, ready your minds, and let's roll initiative for trivia. All right. Here we go, folks. We're going to start with our first question. Again, these are random, but I'll tell you the category. This is monsters. Generally speaking, what alignment are mephits? They come straight out of their plane. What alignment are they? Yep, Seraph is correct. They are neutral. Straight out neutral. Seraph is first on our board. Question number 2 is history question. What year was the Harper Universal Enhancement Tree released? Griglock's got it. 2014 is correct. It was 2014. Also, folks, one thing you might notice if you're looking at your chat, you might see that the answers aren't in the same order they are on mine. That's why we add the chat to the screen, because I was obviously only go by what I see. So I apologize if you're first on your screen and second on mine, because it's just kind of unfortunately the way it has to be. So, all right. Another history. In the Magic of Mythdraenor Ultimate Fan Bundle, what was the bonus of the included racial tome? Looking for the bonus. The included racial tome. Yep, Nina's got it. It was 3. That is correct. It's a +3. Oh my God, my handwriting is terrible tonight. I'm actually embarrassed by that. Knight's name looks like something written in Sanskrit or something. I don't know what that is, but I know it's you. All right, this is a magic. The Ravenloft Beacon of Magic item set offers what artifact bonus to universal spell power? Yep, Lift Maniac's correct. It's +20. Yeah, I can't do anything about the internet, unfortunately, Amaref. It's just kind of a... Yeah, if refreshing doesn't help, I don't know what to say. Adventures question. How many ogres must be rescued in the Stardusk Island quest, Captives of the Cult? Yep, Draxter's correct. It is 7. Congrats, Draxter. You know your ogres. Adventures again. Name the Stormreach district you must defend from General Tagarist and his invading Droam army. Summerfield is correct, Nina. Okay. This is a magic question. How many commendations of heroism are necessary to trade for a greater token of the 12? Stu has it. That is correct. It's only 1. It's a 1-to-1. Now I gotta look to see how many M's you have in that. All right. It's the last one in round 1. A silver flame nugget that has been upgraded 3 times to a silver flame talisman contains how many charges of negative energy absorption? Yep, Troggy Trog's got it. It is 10. That's from the Necropolis, and that is correct. It has 10 charges. All right, so the end of round 1, I've got Knight ML with 2, Seraph, Griglock, Lipdortal Maniac, Drexter 1, Mstu, and Troggy Trog with 1. We're in round 2. Let's see. Let me fix this real quick. I want to get this. Oh, this new format's screwing me up. I dumped a bunch of questions that I had them together and randomized them, and it screwed up all my numbering. So, anyway, host problem. Sorry about that. Oh, no problem, Tony's. Welcome in. We're not too far. We're just in round 2. So players are able to craft 5 different colors of dragon scale armors. Name the colors. Gotta get all 5 of them. Yep, Griglock is correct. It's black, blue, white, red, green. I have to read the different articles and think. Griglock with the points. Hey, Slime Mother. Okay. Which expansion introduced the Fiery Nightmare to DDO? Yep, Nina's got it. It was Saltmarsh. Should have been Ravenloft, but it was Saltmarsh. All right. I'll put this one in chat. Yeah, but I mean, but you could, the Nightmare wasn't officially in the game until then. I mean, technically, like I said, Strahd's got a Nightmare horse. They just didn't show him. He was in the stables. But, all right. What sub-race are Overseers Druk, Nifnin, and Tanril belong to? Or what sub-race do they belong to would be the better way to answer it. What are they? For the sub-race. Snake people. Yep, Arcade, you got there are Duergar. That is correct. So you're on the right track with Dwarf. They're actually from the Reclamation quest. Okay. Elves are immune to what first level arcane spell or similar effects? Yep, sleep is correct, Don. And I know, and by the way, I did know that Archaic had the second guess, but it was just clarifying the first one, so that's fine. I don't want everybody going, hey, he broke the rules. That Troy guy's a phony. Okay. Yep, sleep is correct. All right. The catacombs in the marketplace are home to what religious worship? The Silver Flame is correct. Good luck with the point. Here's a magic question. If you use the spell Word of Recall, it teleports the caster to what location in DDO? What specific location? Gotta be more specific. Yeah, Temple of the Sovereign Host is correct. It's in House D, yes, but it's Temple of the Sovereign Host specifically. And it's great during hardcore season when you need to get the out. Okay, the rules are just answer the questions in chat. I'll give you the summary of it. The first one to get the correct answer wins. We don't take more than, so if you have more than one answer, unless it's a clarification. Like if I asked you what kind of dragon something was, and you said dragon, and I'm saying, well, what color? Then you could answer again, blue dragon, like we did with Duergar and Dwarf. But that's basically it. Chat will show up sometimes differently on your side than it does mine. So that's why we put the chat on the screen, so you can look over there and see what's there. All right. In Reaper mode, dead players cannot be raised for what number of seconds per skull level? 6 is correct, Don. All right, this is the last question of round 2. Oh, we're back to words of recall. Scrolls for word of recall can be found at a vendor in what dragon-marked house in Stormreach? Remember, letters are fine. J is correct. Don. You're making a comeback at the end of round 2. We've got Griglock, Nenot ML, and Dawn's Early Light with 3. And Seraph, Flipidor Maniac, Dragster 1, Stu. Truggy Trug, Archaic Futurism, and Age 46 Aviator with 1. And round 3 in 3D. As always. All right. Let me get this set up here again. Okay. Okay, I doubted myself here. All right. Which spell? No, abbreviations are allowed for houses. And I even said you could use the abbreviation for the house. Which spell contains 500 flaming ammo, including thrown weapons, within the caster's inventory, each one dealing 1d6 fire damage? Flame arrow is correct. Dawn takes the lead. What Maze Arcana co-founder narrates the quest's roll call and security detail? First and last name. Yeah, it's the Teen Phoenix. Nice, got it. Nenot also has 4. All right. I don't think we've done many questions on challenges yet, so this might be our first challenge question. In the Extraplanar Palace series of challenges, the dragon Araxalon is an undead type of what colored dragon? Yep, he's blue, Troggy. That is correct. He's blue. So what's the question? VAs for narration. I don't know. They're probably on the wiki somewhere. You could probably just search for voice actors on DDO Wiki. And that's probably where it's at. Some of these are announced. Most of them, they don't tell you the details of them. But if it's a guest one, they'll show you at the start of the mission. And in this particular case, that's where they show up, is at the start of the quest. But sometimes they're just things that you'd have to know through the forums or looking up or knowing the history or whatever. So, all right. Divine Energy Resistance in the Unyielding Sentinel tree grants you what bonus to energy resistance? 35 is correct, Dawn. Dawn is the first to 5. All right. What is the name of the tavern in the Lower Necropolis, which was named in a player contest? Not Planet Hollywood. Not a very good place for Planet Hollywood, probably. Yep, 1 foot in is correct, Aviator. Yeah, back, gosh, that was probably 2007 or so when they did that player contest to name the tavern. And if you talk to somebody that's in the tavern there, they'll tell you the story about who named it. So, anyway, what type of breath weapon does an iron golem emit? Yep, poison is correct. Dawn just barely ahead of y'all with that one. Dawn with 6. Okay. Actually, I'm going to skip this one because I think this one may be actually, we ran this before. I think this one may be wrong, so we're going to skip it. All right. That means there'll be another question. Okay. How many spell levels are available to monk dragon disciples? Yeah, 4 is correct, Troggy. Okay. And again, you could use just the letter on this one. Which dragon marked house created the Warforged? C is correct. Knight to 5. All right, so we're at the end of round 3. At the end of round 3, I have Dawn's Early Light with 6, Knight ML with 5, Troggy Trog and Griglock with 3, H46 Aviator with 2, Seraph, Flipdor Maniac, Drexter 1, Stu. That's always interesting to say. Stu. I get all 4 M's in there. Stu and Archaic Futurism with 1. Probably, but whichever one mass manufactured them, I guess. I don't know. He is beef flavored. Okay. Let's do round 4. Okay. The Shadow Dancer epic ability Step Through Shadow allows you to cast what spell as an SLA? D-Door is correct, Don. All right. The quest givers for the 4 Depths quests in House D are named after players from what English football team? Yeah, Manchester United is correct. I don't know if there's a difference between. Do we have any folks in the house who can tell me if there's a difference between Manchester and Manchester United? Because I don't know. There is a difference. All right, then it's Manchester United is such song. Man City is a team. Okay, got it. It's good to know. All right, what? Okay, sorry, I was confused myself there. That I did this one. What type of weapon is the Compass Rose found in the Stone Crypt Chronicle quest? Shuriken is correct, Dawn. Dawn with 8. What bonus does the tumble skill grant to your? Does a tumble spell grant to your tumble skill? Sorry. What bonus does the tumble spell grant your tumble skill? Yep, it's plus 10, Aviator. That is correct. My throat is giving out. I mean, I haven't done anything. Again, maybe allergies back there, Dawn. Me too. All right. Which dragon mark is associated with the humans and half-orcs of House Tharashk? Yeah, finding is correct, Dawn. Dawn with 9. All right, this is a magic question. What spell grants the recipient a plus 15% enhancement bonus to run speed and ignores the effects of shallow water? Longstrider is correct, Truggy. Okay, this question is about the plains of Eberron. This plain of Eberron is known as the Azure Sky and has large floating cities dotting the skyline. Now, Serenia is correct, Truggy. Truggy with 5 on a comeback. Okay, I'm going to post this one here in chat too. And breath is for lovers. The 4 depths quests in House D are the depths of darkness, despair, doom, and what other D word? Yep, Discord is correct, Truggy. It is Discord. All right. That's the end of round 4. We have Dawn's early lead with 9. Troggy Trog with 6. Neon ML with 5. H46 Aviator and Griglock with 3. And then Seraph, Blipdor Maniac, Draxter 1. Stu, Archaic Futurism, and Sugsam with 1. There we go. So now we're on round 5. Poof. All right. What Reaper type periodically applies a stacking effect that buffs monster damage and debuffs the damage of players? Yep, Despair is correct. And with that, we have a trivia winner. Congratulations to Dawn's Early Light. This week's winner of trivia. Congratulations. Thank you for joining me for this replay of Tuesday Trivia on the official Dungeons & Dragons Online Twitch channel, DDOstream. Come catch us any Tuesday. And remember, if you like this video, click like and subscribe. See you online.